Hi guys, I hope I'm live right now. Welcome to this very important session, which is in continuation to the session that we had yesterday. So, in the previous class or in the last class, we have dealt with the preparation strategy for NLS Bangalore's 3-year LLB program. We have discussed part A of the examination. We have discussed how to deal with part A, all the sections over there. Yeah, I hope I'm live properly. Yeah. So in this session, we are going to understand how to prepare for NLSAT 2022's Part B, that is the subjective paper. So we know that in NLS Bangalore, there are two important sections. First one is Part A, which is an objective paper, which means you'll be given MCQs and you have to answer there. And then Part B is subjective, which means you have to write, or it is, an essay paper, I can say. Okay, so let us discuss that. And before getting into that, I have some very important announcement. I'm launching a very important batch, which is Let's Crack NLS80. This is, the most trending batch, I can say. A lot of students have already enrolled into this particular batch. So, everybody who is preparing for NLS80. And in this particular batch, we have exceptional educators, as I discussed yesterday, like Divya, he himself is from NLS Bangalore, and he'll be dealing masterclass on strategy. Then we have Keshav Malpani from NLU Jodhpur, Raghavendra, who is from NLU Lucknow, and then we have Yash Sharma, who will be dealing with current affairs, and then Kushal Singh from who will be teaching English comprehension, and also Jigyasa ma'am, who is a senior faculty member at an academy. She will be dealing with critical reasoning. All of our experts will be teaching in this particular batch. Batch is going live today, and if you are enrolling in this particular batch by today itself, that is before 16th of February, then you will be able to get additional 20% discount and 1 month free extension. That means if you're taking a 3 month subscription, then you will be able to get additional 1 month absolutely free. Offer is valid only till midnight, that is till 16th of February. And that is what we have come up with, unlock offer. This is the last day to avail the unlock offer. If you are taking 1 month subscription, so if you're taking any of the subscriptions on the Academy Learners application, you will be able to get additional 20% discount. Hi Kavya, welcome to the session. How are you? So offer is valid only till today. So please make sure that you're enrolling ASAP. And by till today, we have another important offer. That is, if you're taking 3 months, you'll get 1 month free. If you're taking 9 months, you'll get 2 months free. You can use my code Thrinath10 THRINATH10 to get 20% off. And you've asked me about how to enroll in this particular batch. In order to purchase this particular batch, you have to go down to the link which is given in the description. In the description box, there is the first link which says that get 10% off for CLAT and other 5 LLB exams. Go there and subscribe to 3 months or 6 months, whatever the month you want. Subscribe over there by using the link which is given. You can use my code Thrinath10 in the link. The code is already applied. Then after subscribing, go to another link which will be updated there soon. There we have the proper NLS80 course. You can go over there. So without subscription, you'll not be able to access this one. And not, if you're subscribing, you'll not get access only to this batch, but you'll get access to a lot of other batches which are there on the Academy Learners application. And in order to subscribe, you can go there and you can click on 3 months or 6 months or 9 months, whichever the month you want, and you'll get 20% off. Offer is valid only till today. Now let us get into this particular thing. So part B, the syllabus of part B is that we have two important sections. Part B is for 65 marks, a total of 65 marks, and first section is legal aptitude or legal reasoning. In this legal aptitude section, you'll be having problem based questions. In the sample paper, there is a problem based question. There is Sandeep and he entered into a hotel, and there is some it is a problem based question to which we have to write short answers. Now how many questions you have to write? You will have to write 10 questions, and each question will be of 5 marks, and you have to write in around 150 words and not more than that. Okay, and no prior knowledge of law will be expected in this particular section. And then we have current affairs, 15 marks. Here you will be given a lot of essays and you have to pick only one out of them. So that is for 15 marks. And in current affairs, you'll be having one essay and you should answer it in not more than 500 words, which means either 500 or less than 500. And students shall be required to answer one of the three options, which means you will be given three options. You can answer any one question from those three. And applicants will be tested on the knowledge of the issue, the ability to make cogent written arguments and write a well-structured essay. Knowledge of the law is not expected. Knowledge of the law is not expected, but knowledge of the event, okay, or prior knowledge of that particular event will be expected from the students. And you have to write very cogent written arguments, which means very logical and persuasive arguments. And also your essay should be well structured. Okay, this is what they are expecting from part B, legal aptitude and also current affairs. Now, how to write the answers in legal aptitude or legal reasoning section, which is of 100, sorry, 50 marks. So first thing is that you have to respond to each question in this section less than 150 words. If you are writing in 150 words, very good. If you are writing even lesser than 150, well and fine. Lesser than 150 doesn't mean that you have to write 75 words or 65 words. Write between 120 to 150. So that is how you have to do. 150 words means, one A4 size paper, that will be sufficient. Okay. And your response must be based on information supplied in this question, which means that don't use your prior knowledge. Any knowledge which you have, please make it zero when you are answering this particular question, and no prior knowledge of law will be expected. And please make sure that you are sticking to the information which is given in the passage, and that they are the facts, and that is the law which is given in the passage. No prior knowledge of law is expected. And responses will be evaluated on the strength of reasoning, so which means that they will be awarding you the marks based on the strength of reasoning and cogency of arguments. So cogency of arguments means that how logical are your arguments, how persuasive are your arguments, and also an ability to set out a clear conclusion which is supported by reasons or arguments. So whatever you're concluding, it should be supported by a very cogent reasons and also proper arguments. So that is how you have to write the legal aptitude or legal reasoning answers. And no prior knowledge of law is required. You will not be expected to apply your prior knowledge of law. And then there are certain response guidelines, which means how you have to write the answer. Then each question is designed to allow for candidates to take alternative positions. So what does this mean? It means that the questions are framed in such a way that each candidate will have different positions. One fellow might support the issue which is there, one fellow might actually oppose the issue, which means that there is a lot of gray area which is given in the question. That is why candidates will be allowed to take alternative positions. It doesn't mean that you have to write on both the sides. You should not write on both the sides. You have to write only on one side, and to write on your side, you have to substantiate it with proper arguments, okay, with proper cogent reasoning. And then rather than trying to get a right answer, candidates must identify key facts and norms and persuasively argue for the conclusion, which means that here the question is not to find the right answer. The question is come to a conclusion by taking the facts and norms which are given in the passage, and you have to persuasively argue, which means you have to use proper reasoning. You have to write, you have to use cogent reasoning and also proper arguments and come to that particular conclusion. We are not expecting a right or wrong answer. Either of the sides will be correct, but your argument should be intact. They should be very persuasive and they should be cogent. That is what we are expecting from the legal aptitude part. So this is how you have to write the answers in the legal aptitude part, or the first part of the part B question paper. Okay, now let us go to the second part of part B question paper, that is current affairs. 15 marks, 3 essays will be given. You have to write only one essay. In this particular essay, for these 15 marks, you have to write an essay on single topic in 500 words or less, which means if you're writing 500, well and fine. Make sure that it is between 450 and 500, not below 450, not above 500. And then candidates current affairs essay will be evaluated, which means how are they going to award marks? Point number one, they are going to analyze the breadth of knowledge which you are displaying in the answer. So how much knowledge do you have about the issue, and also the ability to integrate diverse strands on the contemporary public debate. Yesterday I gave you an example that you have to integrate, or you have to link the current affairs with a lot of static GK, and you also have to link the current affairs with various other current affairs which are there. Okay, and second important thing is that the willingness to engage with different points of view you have to, and also to display independent judgment. It is not that you're writing, you're writing your judgment, or you're writing this essay based on some some judgment or some opinion which is given in an editorial or some other page. You have to form your independent judgment, which means you should have your own view. And third important thing is that the ability to, just give me a second, the ability to create well supported arguments which are leading to clear conclusions. This is there in all the questions in all the sections. Whenever you are coming to any conclusion, please make sure that you're supported with cogent arguments, cogent reasoning, and also proper arguments. And then fourth important point is that you have to demonstrate a creative response to difficult and unresolved problems. So, there are a lot of current events which are going on. I don't want to name any of them, but try finding out solutions to these difficult problems which are unresolved. So that is how you have to answer the current affairs questions, which are for 50 marks. You have to write only one essay. You'll be given three options. Then here are certain tips and tricks for both the sections, not only to current affairs or not only to legal reasoning. First thing is that express short, crisp, and to the point. This is not your academic examination where even if you don't know anything, you're filling the pages, writing a lot of words. Please don't do this. Please express short, crisp, and to the point. Write it to the point because you don't have much time and you don't have much word limit. In legal aptitude, please make sure that it is below 150 words, and in current affairs it is below 500 words. And learn where to use and where not to use prior knowledge. This is very important because if you are somebody who has a prior knowledge or a basic knowledge of constitution, contracts, crimes, torts, criminal law, and lot of other things, don't use this knowledge in your legal essay. Whenever you are writing legal essay, don't write that under section 2H of the Indian Contract Act this particular thing is not there. Don't write all of these things. Don't mention sections. Don't apply your prior knowledge in the legal part. Whereas in current affairs section, apply your previous knowledge, apply the knowledge which you have on that particular issue. In current affairs, you can apply prior knowledge also, but in legal reasoning, don't apply prior knowledge. Stick to the norms, stick to the facts which are given in the question or which is given in the passage. And next thing is that develop a decent grip over the most important current affairs and legal issues. This is very important because this will make you to answer the best essays. This will make you to write the best essays in the current affairs and also the legal reasoning part, because if you already have an idea, you will definitely be able to come to a conclusion. And then practice answer writing. How you have to practice? You have to practice with two important limits. First one is time limit and second one is word limit. Please make sure that you are ensuring this one. Write them in a word limit and also make sure that the time, there is also a time limit for the same. And now in order to improve your current affairs part, I'll be conducting bi-weekly current affairs for all law exams. This is useful for all the law exams in India, be it CLAT, ALET, Symbiosis, Maharashtra SET, TS Law SET, AP Law SET, NLSAT, DU, LLB, and various other law exams. All the exams in India, you can attend this special class which will be taken by me. These are available absolutely free of cost. You can use my code Thrinath THRINATH10 and enroll in this particular thing. And then finally, if you are somebody who is a very serious aspirant about NLSAT or NLS Bangalore's 3-year LLB program, I would highly recommend you to enroll in this 3-month batch course, which is for NLSIU Bangalore's 3-year LLB. Make sure that you are enrolling in this batch if you are a serious aspirant. And if you are enrolling, you have to subscribe to a 3-month subscription. While subscribing, don't forget to use my code Thrinath10 THRINATH. You will be able to get 20% discount and 1 month free extension only till tonight, only before 16th of February. So all the best for your examination. Happy clatting. Bye bye. Sorry, before that, I have some update on upcoming videos. So upcoming videos are scholarships at NLSIU Bangalore. This will be our next video, and then we'll be discussing NLSAT Part A sample paper and then Part B sample paper. And make sure that you're subscribing to this channel, like and share this particular video. Bye bye. See you all tomorrow.